Hello, thank you for watching this video. This video is an introduction for the debugging using GDB debugger. GDB is a GNU debugger. It is an open source software and it can be used to look inside your code, how it is executing, what are the various changes, the step by step, and like if you are getting some kind of error, you can debug it very easily using GDB. It is a very easy tool and it is free. Most important, it is free. So let's start. So to compile your code using GDB, the first thing you have to do is, when you are doing compiling, you have to enable the symbols. Basically you have to compile with symbols. So if you want to compile your code with symbol, you just have to put -d just after the GCC command that you give to compile your code, and when the symbols are enabled, you can debug it very easily using GDB. So I have a sample code. Let's start with it. So I have a simple makefile. It is there in GDB intro vim space makefile. So what I am doing is, I am just giving -c to enable the symbol, like basically to compile the code using GDB. When I do make, so my output is created test, and test must have the symbol, so we can debug it using GDB. So after enabling the symbol, let's start with GDB. So if you want some more examples of GDB, you can use just GDB space --help. You can get the various parameters that we can give using GDB, but since it is an introductory video only, so I am giving you some basic examples. So if you want to run a GDB, you just have to write GDB to start GDB if you are not giving any debug files, or if you want to run GDB with a program, then you can use GDB space name of the program. If you want to enable the terminal user interface, you can give ---tui. If you don't want some other information, then you can give quite and help. So if I write GDB only, so GDB will be started. It is the intro, it is the information regarding the GDB, and if you want to quit or out of the GDB, you can give -q. So that is not the case, but the thing is, if you want to debug your code of test using GDB, you can give GDB space test. So GDB was configured as i486 Linux GNU. Now what to do after that? So you can see the code. Let's start seeing the code. This is the code that we are going to debug. So it is a simple code. What it is doing is, I will tell you. It is a simple code. What it will do, it will receive a string of characters from the user. So for that, there is one array of pointer, basically pointer array you can say. So it will receive a string from the user, and it will calculate the number of white space, means number of spaces, and number of characters. Fine. And before that, I want to tell you one thing more. If you want to use terminal user interface, you just have to put ---tui. So you can see the code here also. When you do step, we will see it later. Now let's start the debugging. So what to do after that? So this thing is done. Next thing is, there are some essential commands that you have to use. First is, now after running the GDB, you want to run the code, and you want to some other operations, like you want to press a breakpoint. So for breakpoint, to use a command break. To run the code, run, and some backtrace and print command to see the value of the expression at running time. So let's start with it. So GDB space test is the code that we are going to debug. So first of all, I want to run the code. Before that, okay, so let's start run. It is giving segmentation fault. Why? Because in that memory location, I have used strlen, but it is not receiving any string, or maybe it is pointing to some random memory location. Now we will start debugging. Let's see what will happen. it is my code. So I want to start with main, so I can use various methods to insert a breakpoint. So it can be like b break. B is a short form of break. You can give b or break, no matters, and the name of the function. Or I can give like this also, b breakpoint in test.c file, and the function name or the line number or the memory address. So anyways we can give breakpoint. If I do like this also, it will work. So both breakpoint are at the same memory location. Now you have placed two breakpoint, you just want to see the information regarding the breakpoint. So what you have to do is just info breakpoints will tell like there are two breakpoints, both of them are enabled and they are at memory location this in main function in test.c file line number 22. Okay, now I want only one breakpoint, I don't want other. So either you can disable the breakpoint or you can delete the breakpoint. So disable space number of the breakpoint or address location, you can delete it. Okay, now what about info? There is only one breakpoint, another is disabled. Now the thing is, I want to run the code. As I told you also, as I just told you, run is the command to run the code. And if you want to give some arguments, that you can give it just after run. So I want to give a string. So string I am giving in inverted commas. It is welcome to learn Linux online. So my has been started. So there are two arguments that I am giving. It is argc is equal to 2. The first argument is pointing to this thing and second argument is having this thing. So basically why I am giving in inverted commas, because if I am giving spaces, so argc will count, basically it is counting by number of spaces. So every space it will be incremented, but if I am giving in inverted comma, that means it is accepting it as a string. Got it? Okay, fine. Now if I want to see the value of argc, what I have to do is print space argc. Argc is 2 and I am giving two strings, so it is argv of 1, it is welcome to learn Linux online, and 0 is this thing. Okay, now I have received the string. Now let's start. Now I want to, there are various ways to like go line by line. So first is step. What it will do is, using step by step, it will check line, every line. If there is a function, it will enter into the function, it will do whatever you want basically. And let's say at that point of time I want to see the value of argv, so I just have to p, either you can use p or pr print argv of 1 and 0. So it is w, it is w, maybe I have placed there. Okay, argv of 1 w, I have placed welcome, it is w. I want to press I. So current value of I is argc p space I. So I is 1, so it is 1 1, which is e. Okay, so now using step by step you can do it line by line, and no need to give s every time. The last command that you have given, so GDB will take that command as the next command when you press enter. And one more command that you can use in navigation is next. There is a bit difference between next and step. In next, if you are having functions, so it will over the function, means it will not enter into the function, it just pass the function. And in case of step, if there is any function, it will enter into the function. So we can see that part also. List will show you 10 lines, and you can point at any line number, like I want to see 27, it will show you from 27, it is in the mid part. So this is the code at line number 27. When you press enter, it will show the code after that. So I want to press a breakpoint at line number 35. Now the thing is, I want to again continue. So for that there is a command continue. Now it's stopped at breakpoint number 1. Now I don't want to enter in the function 2. I can press next, 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 next. So it is the string that I have given. So there are functions something something, and in the end there are 4 white spaces, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and other characters are 25. Okay, now let's see some other part. That is continue, that we have just seen. Next, step and list. Now there are some more features regarding the printing part also. So I want to run the code again, or we can do like this also. This run the code, it's stopped at main. So now I want to see the I want to check the value of I can use print backslash. See, we can see the values in various formats. For that you can use help space the name of the command that you want to see the help. So you can use like this, x upon x backslash format address, or you can use this x with print also. Like if I want to see the value of I in hex format, then you can give print backslash x space I. So it is in hex, and you can see in any of the methods. And other than this, you want to see the function in let's say assembly format, then you can disassemble the function. This assemble is nothing but using disassemble main. So this is the code, this is your code in assembly format, and you can insert breakpoint here also. If you want to insert a breakpoint at, let's say, this point, it is a command, like it is the line which is calling function 2. So if you want to insert a breakpoint at a memory location, so what you have to do is you just have to press star just before the memory location. So breakpoint is inserted. Now you can do these are basically instructions. So you can navigate through the instruction using step. Step is a general command, and if you want to go through the if you want to run step by step, but instruction by instruction, you can use press I. So it is going through the code. Now when I run the code again, continue, so it stopped at function 2, which is where we have placed the breakpoint. It is the same that we have given. It is function where it is we have placed there at 850C, 850 and C. It is calling function 2. Now it breaks at the calling of function 2. Okay, and what else? And you can